Hi, I'm Valentina Waters. I'll be doing a video on one of the labs for the Physics 253 class. This is December term 2017. Now, one of my favorite experiments was actually to do with magnetic fields and the construction of a simple motor. However, I've run out of coils, so I can't do that. I'm going to do my second most favorite experiment. Now, the reason I want to do it is because we're surrounded on a daily basis with things that we cannot see and yet that have a tremendous impact on our lives. Things, objects, atoms, everything consists of particles that are positively and negatively charged. Now, Coulomb's law says that positively charged or like charged objects repel each other and oppositely charged objects attract each other. Now, the experiment will involve some Scotch tape and pen and a table where I can stick the tape. Now, I have two pieces of just equally measured tape stuck on the table, separated from each other. I'm going to peel them off and see how they behave. Let's see. This is one piece. Another piece. Well, we can see that they are repelling each other. That means that they are charged with the same charge, so either positive or negative. It's hard to say which one it is. Now, the second part of the experiment requires to make four pieces of tape, and two stuck on top of each other on the table. The bottom tape is marked with B1 and the top is with T1, which means bottom, B for bottom and T for top. And I have a second set of tapes to put together. Now, I'm going to tear off them and see how they behave with each other. I'm tearing off the T1 here and B1. Oops. Well, clearly, they repel each other. However, in my previous experiment, B1 and T1 stuck together, they attracted each other. So for some reason, these two tapes do not want to cooperate right now. Now I'm going to separate them and see, how the second set behaves. This is T2 and B2. Now let's see. Ooh, they also repel each other. So it means they also have like charges in them. Whereas in my original experiment, they actually stuck together. Now, if I bring the T2 and T1 and see how they behave, also repel each other. So all these pieces of tape have the same charge on them, which is quite interesting. Now I'm going to have a look at the B1 and B2. Yep, they also repel each other. It means that they have the same charge. In general, the charges are governed by the force between charges is governed by the Coulomb's law, which states that the force is proportional to the square of the distance between two charged objects. That means that the closer the objects together, the stronger the forces that act on them. It means that for like charges, they would repel each other stronger, closer together, and would repel each other. Now, for oppositely charged items, they would attract each other. However, if I would bring oppositely charged items further apart from each other, their attraction force would decrease, and this is due to the Coulomb's law. Another part of the experiment involved comparing how charged objects behave with neutral objects. And if I take a piece of tape and see, let's say it is negatively charged, right, or positively charged, whichever, doesn't matter. Ooh, these are actually attracted to each other. That means that they have opposite charges. Now, if I put one of them onto my arm, which is neutral, and see how it behaves, it is somewhat attracted to my arm. Let's see the other side of the tape. It is also attracted to my arm, although together these two pieces used to attract each other. Now they repel each other. This is to do with the property of charged objects, whether they're negatively charged or positively charged, that they are attracted to neutral objects. And this concludes my experiment. Thank you.